APK for today, write the first 10 multiples of the following numbers. Write the first 10 multiples of the following numbers. We have the number 5 and the number 8. We're going to take about 2 minutes, and I am going to set my timer. So for those of you that are coming in now, we are writing the first 10 multiples of the number 5 and the number 8. And we have about 1 minute and 20 seconds left. We're writing the multiples, the first 10 multiples of the number 5 and the number 8.
Noah, can you check the chat box, please? Noah, check the chat box.
We have about 55 seconds left. We're writing the first 10 multiples of the number 5 and the number 8.
Thanks, Noah.
About 30 seconds. All right, let's get started. If you did not get a chance to finish, don't worry. Just make sure you write down what I write down. So the first 10 multiples of the number 5. Can I get somebody to help me with that? And Ms. Red, if you don't mind, just call on somebody for me.
Noah looks like he's ready.
All right, Mr. Noah.
10.
So we're going to start with 5. Okay, 10.
15.
Okay.
20.
All right.
25.
Okay.
30.
Okay.
35.
Okay.
40.
45.
45.
All right.
50.
And 50. Noah, that looks perfect, buddy. I love it, man. I want you guys to check your papers and make sure that we have written down what I have. And if we can get somebody to help me with the number 8.
I think Janiyah looks like she's ready to share.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
16.
All right.
24.
Good.
32.
Okay.
40.
All right.
48.
Good.
64.
You forgot 56.
64.
You forgot.
56.
All right, that's good. Good. 56.
72.
All right.
Then 80.
And 80. Janiyah, that looks perfect to me. I really appreciate that. All right, everybody else, make sure you are comparing your answers to what we have on the board. Make sure you are comparing. Give you about 20 seconds, and we're going to move into today's lesson. All right, let's move. If you did not get a chance to write it down, we will come back later. Just remind me at the end of the lesson. All right, so the I can for today, I can interpret remainders in division word problems. And that word interpret means to explain what the remainder means in this case. All right, so we're going to be talking about that remainder that we've been finding last week. We're going to talk about exactly what that means. And we know that the word remainder, does anybody remember what that word remainder means? And Ms. Red, I can't see anybody, so if you see.
Monty.
What's left from the problem?
Good job. So what's left over? Every time we see that word remainder, let's back up here a second. Every time we see this word remainder, we think left over. Good job. Left over. Great job, Jamani. All right, so now we're going to move into today's problem. We have a word problem here. We're going to look at how to solve a word problem. All right, the first step I'm going to do is to read the problem. I'm going to read the whole problem through it first. So the problem says, Alan is building solar toy cars in his science club. The cars collect and use energy from the sun for power. Alan buys 18 wheels. Each car needs 4 wheels. How many cars can Alan build? All right, so there's a lot of information in that problem. All right, the first thing we need to do is to visualize the problem. In the visualizing step, we want to realize, or we want to ask ourselves, what is this problem really saying? What is it saying? So we're going to kind of draw a picture. This word visualize has a small word inside of it, which is visual, which means to see. All right, so we want to see what this problem is asking. So in this visualizing step, we're going to circle important key numbers. So we have how many wheels that Alan buys. He buys 18 wheels. And each car needs 4 wheels. That's going to help us to visualize. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw these 18 wheels that Alan bought. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 wheels. And we know that each car needs 4 wheels. So what we're going to do, we're going to draw a square that represents a car. So we're going to put 4 wheels on this car. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to cross out 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we move to the next car. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we cross out 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we move to the next car, and we need 4 wheels for this car. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we cross out those 4 wheels here. And then we got enough to draw another car. So we draw another car. And then we add 4 wheels and we cross them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we notice we do not have enough for another car, we don't have 4 wheels left. So let's see. If we draw another car, we only have 2 wheels left. So guess what? If we put these 2 wheels on that car, something's going to be wrong with this car. We're not going to be able to drive this car. The bumper is going to be laying on the ground, and we're going to be causing all kind of problems in the city of Thomasville. And somebody going to call the cops, right? Because we're missing 2 wheels. Guess what? We can't draw another car with these two wheels. Two wheels is not enough for a full car. How do I know that? It says in the problem that each car needs 4 wheels. All right, so we visualize this first step. The next step, we need to figure out what the question is asking us. Right now, we don't know what the question wants. We don't know what the problem wants us to answer. All right, and we only visualize. So we go back into the problem and we reread. It says, Alan's building solar toy cars in his science club. The cars collect and use energy from the sun for power. Alan buys 18 wheels. Again, there goes the 18 wheels that we drew. Each car needs 4 wheels, and then we drew the cars. How many cars can Alan build? So we're going to underline that question. We want to know how many cars can Mr. Allen build. All right, so we've checked off that step. So before we even do the equation, we can kind of look and see how many cars we built already. So we have 1 car, 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars that we built from the visualizing step. But the next step is the equation. All right, the next step is the equation. So the equation here is the total number, which is also, you guys remember we talked about the vocabulary week last week, the total number, which is the dividend, and we're going to divide that by the number of groups, which is called the divisor. All right, so our equation should look something like 18 divided by 4 is equal to A. All right, and I'm gonna kind of switch screens because I'm running out of space. So we have 18 divided by 4 is equal to A. The first thing we need to do, because we did the equation, right? We set up the equation. We need to label this problem. So this is the same thing that we did last week. When we get to the solve process, when we get to the solve step, that's the same process that we did last week. So the total here would be our dividend. The number that we're dividing by, or the number of groups, would be our divisor. And we're looking for the answer to a division problem, which is called the quotient. All right, so after we label, the first thing we do is write the multiples of the divisor. The divisor here is 4. I'm going to write the multiples of 4. I have 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. 24. 28. 32. 36. And 40. So I've written the multiples. The next thing I need to do is set up the box. And in this case, we look at the dividend. Sorry, guys. We look at the dividend and we count the number of digits in the dividend. We have 2 digits. We're going to set this box up with boxes. And now we're ready to go through our steps. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring over. So our dividend goes inside of the first box. A dividend goes inside of the first box. Our divisor goes on the outside. Remember, this is just like box method for multiplication. Remember, we do length times width is equal to the area. We have the area here, which is 18. So we also can kind of look at this problem as 4 times what would give us 18. All right, so now we are ready to solve this problem. We're going to divide and step. So you guys know that we kind of use our division steps as going to the store to buy something. All right, so Mr. Norfleet is really thirsty this morning. I'm really thirsty this morning. So I'm going to the store and I need to buy some water, all right? I need to buy some water this morning. Each bottle of water is going to cost me $4. One bottle of water is going to cost me $4. But I go in the store and I only have $1 in my pocket. I only have $1 in my pocket. And I ask myself, is there any way that I can buy this bottle of water that costs $4 if I only have $1 in my pocket? And then I say, no, there's no way. So what do I have to do? I have to go back home. I have to extend the line and get more money. So now I have $18 in my pocket and I'm back at the store. I'm still thirsty and I'm ready to buy this water. So I ask myself, can I buy this water now if I have $18? And I say, yeah. Matter of fact, I can buy more than one. This is where my multiples come in. I can buy one bottle for $4. I can buy 2 bottles for $8. I can buy 3 bottles for $12. And I can buy 4 bottles for $16. I can't buy 5 because I don't have $20. I can't buy that much. So I can buy 4 bottles. Let's get a different color. I can buy 4 bottles. And those 4 bottles is going to cost me $16. And instead we multiply 4 times 4. And we have it. 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Step off, and then we move to subtraction. When we subtract 16 from 18, we get 2. Take it off, and then we bring this 2 over. And then we start all the way back over again. And we ask ourselves, if we're in this store, I just drank 4 bottles of water and I'm still thirsty. Is there any way that I can buy another bottle of water if I only have $2? No, there's no way I can buy that bottle of water. So guess what? I got to suck it up and I got to go home and drink the water from home. So this is my remainder because I don't have any other resources to go and get money. I don't have any more money. That's the last money that I have. So that's my remainder. That's what I have left over. So the answer here is 4, remainder 2. But before we move back, we got to check it. So we always multiply. 4 times 4 gives us 16. And then we add our remainder. Gives us 18. And then we check to see if it matches the dividend. And it does. So now we can go back to the last problem. Because we actually solved it and we can check that step off. All right, so now, here it says for 18 divided by 4, the whole number quotient. We're talking about the number that is not the remainder. Remember, our answer was 4 remainder 2. So the whole number quotient, or the whole number answer is 4 here. And the remainder is 2. So that whole answer is 4 remainder 2. When we ask, what does the whole number quotient mean is it in this problem? Let's go back to our visualizing step. Remember, the answer was 4 remainder 2. And I want to take a pause right here. I know this is I do, but our answer is 4 remainder 2. Does anybody see a relation or a relationship between this answer, 4 remainder 2, and the number of cars that I bought? Does anybody see a relationship between that? And I can't see anybody, Ms. Raider.
I know. Riley's shaking her head. She might see it.
So Riley, what is the relationship that you see between our visualizing step and our equation step?
They're both helping you solve it, and sometimes the visualizing step gives you the numbers as well.
Okay, so what do you mean by that? The visualizing step gives you the numbers.
When you read and like visualize, sometimes you're able to find out some of the answers.
Okay, so Riley, in this visualizing step, Riley, and I really appreciate that answer. That's very good. In this visualizing step, do we see the answer here?
Yes.
Okay, so we see that there's one car, there's two cars that we built, there's three cars that we built, there's four cars that we built. Guess what? That's our whole number quotient. And what do you think this 2 is?
The remainder.
Good job. That's the remainder. And if we look, how many wheels did we have left over earlier in this step? We had 2 wheels left over earlier in this step. That's how it relates. Great job. I know these problems are really long, but guys, I really appreciate you guys staying with me. Great job. I love it. All right, if you did not get a chance to finish copying that one down, we will go back later and you can copy it down after we finish the lesson. All right, next problem. I need somebody to read this problem for me. If I can get somebody to be so kind to read this problem, I would love it.
Grayson.
A waiter has 36 glasses to fill as many tables as he can. He must put 5 glasses on each table to fill the table. How many tables will be fully set?
And Grayson, that was an amazing job reading that problem, buddy. I appreciate it, man. So the first thing I need to do here is to do what, Grayson? What's the first thing I need to do?
Visualize.
Visualize. And what does that mean, Grayson? What does it mean to visualize? Grayson, what did I do in my last problem on the visualizing step?
You were circling how many glasses there were.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, that's perfect. So let's go ahead and do that. How many glasses are there
Hey,
total,
Mr.
Grayson?
Northfleet,
Yes, ma'am.
can I just say something?
Yes, you may.
As a reader, you visualize. When you're reading a book, you visualize. So
That's
when
right.
you're reading a chapter book, you're making a picture in your mind. So when you visualize reading, you are making a picture. You can do the same thing when you're reading a math problem.
Good, Ms. Rayla. That's great. I love it. Now, Ms. Rayla said a key word that I like there, and I want you guys to remember this. She said when you visualize, you are making a picture. She said when you're visualizing, you're making a picture in your mind. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to draw. All right? We're going to draw a picture. But Grayson, that's perfect. So Grayson, what is the total number of glasses that I have here?
36.
So we're going to circle 36. We're going to need that, right?
Yep.
Good job. And I need somebody to let me know how many glasses go on each table.
Julio.
5 glasses go on each table.
Good. 5 glasses go on each table. So, Julio, we need to draw this picture, Julio. So, I need to start with the total number of glasses. How many glasses am I going to draw, Julio?
You have to draw 36 glasses.
Good job. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw, guess what? They don't really have to be glasses. As long as I know that they represent glasses, doesn't have to be glasses because Mr. Northfleet is not an artist. So if I would draw a real glass, it might look crazy. Y'all might say it look more like a puppy, right? Might start barking at you. So in this case, I'm not going to draw glasses. I'm going to draw circles, and my circles are going to represent glasses. And Mr. Julio said I need to draw 36 of them. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I just drew 36 glasses. All right. So, Mr. Julio, you said I need to put 5 glasses on each table. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to draw one table, right? And then I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glasses on it. After I draw my 5 glasses on the table, how many glasses do I need to cross out, Julio?
You have to cross out 5.
Good job. You sure not 6, Julio?
No,
Okay. Why do I cross out 5 glasses, Julio?
because you put 5 glasses on a table.
Okay, good job. Good job. And I take that 5 away from the 36 that I already have. I can't go back to the kitchen and get more glasses, right? All right, so we're going to draw another table. And then we're going to put 5 glasses on that table. And then we're going to cross out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make sure you guys are writing when I'm writing. And we're going to draw another table. And we're going to put 5 glasses on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to draw another table with 5 glasses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to draw another table. And we're going to keep drawing tables, guys, until we don't have any more glasses, or until we don't have enough glasses to fill a table. And let's see. All right, so I have 1 glass left. Can I draw another table? Julio,
No,
you sure I can't put that 1 glass on the table and just set one person there by herself?
yes,
Can I do that?
no,
All right, because why? It says in the paragraph or in the problem, it says he must put 5 glasses on the table. This word must is telling you exactly how many glasses he need to put there. So let's move to the next step. We drew the picture and we visualized. What is our next step here? And Ms. Rita, if you can call on somebody.
Jose. Jose just turned his camera off, so maybe he don't. Charles?
So we just visualized, we just drew the picture. All right. We're moving to the next step, which is to do what, Charles?
Which is to,
I don't know.
I lost my answer.
All right. Look what I got down here to help you out.
Oh, yeah.
Right down here at the bottom, just to help. We just did the visualizing, right? We got a check mark beside it.
Right.
What's the next step here?
Say hello to people keep leaving the meeting.
Underline the question.
That's around the question. We got to know what the question is asking.
There it
So
is.
how many tables will be fully set, or another way to say that is, how many tables can he fill? How many tables can he fill? All right.
7.
All right, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I like it, Charles. I like it. How quick you are. We're gonna get there. So we're going to take that one off, and then we're gonna move to the next one, which is the equation. And we're gonna move to the next page. All right, so the equation here, Charles, can you help me with that equation? We want to write our equation out here.
Did he call on me?
Yeah, he
So-
asked you. Yeah, he said, can you tell him the equation?
Can you help me write that equation out? And remember, it's going to be the total number of glasses. And we're going to go back, we're going to use the numbers that we circled earlier. We're going to use these numbers that Mr. Grayson told us about earlier.
It's you. 36.
All right, so Charles, if we look inside of the paragraph,
Watch.
what is the total number of glasses there?
5.
So we're
What?
gonna look
Up there.
at
36, honey.
36.
all right, so 36 is the total. All right. So we're gonna write the total down. Total always goes first in division. So we're gonna write the total. And we're gonna divide it by the number of glasses on each table.
5.
Ah, great job. It's gonna be 36 divided by 5, which is equal to the quotient here. 36 divided by 5. Thank you, Charles. Great job, buddy.
Mr. Norfleet,
Yes, ma'am.
you go back to that page because your division sign looks like an R.
Yeah, my pen it do some
Okay,
crazy.
I just didn't want him to get confused there.
Let me erase it. I think my board is about to freeze or something. Here we go. Still did it. I think we got it this time. All right. So we have the equation here. 36 divided by 5 is equal to A. So now we have to label. We have to label. I need somebody to help me label this equation.
Jamani.
Five.
I need you to label. So we're going to label the equation, remember, with the vocabulary. Remember the 3 vocabulary words we learned? That we learned last week?
Divisor.
Okay, which one is the divisor?
The 5.
Good job, Jamani. So the 5 is the divisor, the number we're divided by, or the number of groups. All right, what is that 36, Jamani? You remember that other word? And it's okay if you don't remember how to say it.
Grayson, help her out.
You guys remember the other word? Divisor. And then we have.
Jamani, you know it? I mean, Janaya, you know it?
Dividend.
Dividend.
Very good.
Dividend is our total. And who remembers the answer to a division problem? What is that called?
Julio.
Quotient.
Job, Julio. It's called the quotient. Good job. All right, so now after we label, we're ready to move to our steps. And step 1 down here says that we need to write the multiples of the divisor. So I need some help with the multiples of the divisor here. And let's see, Jamani, help me with the multiples of the number 5.
5, 10,
Okay,
15, 20,
got you.
25,
Okay,
30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
good, Jamani. Good. So Jamani just gave us the first 10 multiples of the number 5. Now we're ready to set up the box. We are ready to set up the box. Let's see, Grayson. How many boxes do we need to draw for this division problem?
2 boxes.
2 boxes. Now, how do you know that, Grayson?
Because there's the dividend has two numbers.
Great job. Good job. So Grayson said that if we look at this dividend, it has 1, 2 numbers in the dividend, or 2 digits in the dividend. So that lets us know that we need to draw 2 boxes. And Grayson, where does our dividend go?
The dividend goes inside the box.
Good job. Inside the box, and the divisor goes where, Grayson?
On the outside.
On the outside, my man. Now let me ask, does anybody remember this saying here that helps me know the process of division? Does anybody remember the saying that we learned last week?
Go ahead, Julio.
Does
sell burgers?
Bingo. Does McDonald's sell burgers? Yes, they do. All right. So now we're ready to move to the division step. And Julio, so we underline that first number. Julio, what are you in the mood for today? You want to go to the store? We're going to the store, Julio. We're going to get something. What you want today from the store, Julio?
I want some Doritos.
You want some Doritos? What kind?
Cool Ranch.
Hey, them cool. Hey, they sound good this morning, man. All right, we going to the store. You're going to ride with me, and we going out there. We're going to get some Cool Ranch Doritos, all right? So, Julio, how much are these Doritos going to cost us?
$5.
My man, each bag of Doritos is going to cost us $5. Where did Julio get that from? Julio got that from the divisor. All right, Julio, do we have enough to buy a bag of Doritos when we go in the store?
No.
So what do we got to do, Julio?
We gotta go back home and get more money.
We got to get more money, which means we're going to do what to the problem?
Draw another line to the 6.
Good, my man. Good job. So now we got $36. Now, do we have enough money to buy a bag of Doritos?
Yes.
Can we buy more for the class if we wanted to?
Yes.
All right, so it sounds like we about to have a Dorito party. All right? Julio, how many bags of Doritos can we buy for this Dorito party, Julio?
You could only buy
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So how many bags are we gonna buy?
7 bags.
7 bags. My man. And where did Julio get that? Julio went back to the multiples, right, Julio?
Yeah.
Julio, you still we can't buy 8 bags.
We can't buy 8 bags
Why not?
because
Don't do that. You don't do
we only have $1 left.
Good. And 8 bags cost $40, and we don't have that much money, do we?
No.
John,
So we're going to find the first number that's right under the money that we have in our pockets. So we just bought 7 bags of Doritos. So 7 bags of Doritos is going to cost us how much? And Miss Raider, if you can call on somebody else. Thank you, Julio. Great job, buddy.
You're welcome.
Layla,
Layla, how much is 7 bags of Doritos going to cost us?
$35.
Good job, Layla. I love it. So it's going to cost us $35. Great job. And the next step, we have to subtract. When we subtract 35 from 36, we get what, Layla? So think about this, Layla. If we got $36 in our pocket, right? And these 5 bags of Doritos going to cost us $35. How much money is the cashier going to give us back?
$30.
So let's look. 4 minus 6, what do we get, Layla?
I don't think we heard you. Are you talking, Mr. Norfleet?
Can't hear me, Miss Layla.
I'm not sure.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
30.
All right. So Layla, let's take it like this. Let's take it one step at a time. Let's take it
One.
to one place, all right? Let's say Layla. We spend $5 of that $6. How much money we gonna get back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Layla, if we spend 5 of them, let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many we have left, Layla?
1.
Only 1, right? Good job. And then if we subtract 3 minus 3, we get 0. So 36 minus 35 is equal to what, Layla?
1.
1. Good job. We're going to bring that 1 over. And Layla, let me ask you this last question. Thank you so much, Layla. You're doing a perfect job, Layla. Ask you this last question. If we have $1, can we buy a bag of Doritos that costs $5?
No.
No, there's no way. No way possible, because the one is going to come up on top and be our remainder. That's how
Hey,
much we
Mr.
have.
Norfleet,
Yes, sir.
if you tried to get a bag of Doritos for $1,
It's
you're
gonna happen.
stealing something.
My man, you got it right. And we ain't doing none of that, right?
Yep.
That's right. That's right. So our answer here is 7 remainder 1. Before we move, we need to check. And we're going to check by multiplying. So what are we going to multiply here? And we're almost finished, guys. We're almost finished. What are we going to multiply? Ms. Raider, if you can call on one more person for me.
Faith. How about Faith?
Faith, good. Faith, what are we multiplying to check our answer here, Faith? Faith, you there?
Okay, who wants to help him? Raise your hand if you want to help him. Nobody? Oh, come on. Go, Grayson.
Here we go, Grayson. What are we going to multiply, Grayson, to get our answer? To make sure this is right.
7, I mean, 7 times
5 times 7.
Good job. 7 times 5 or 5 times 7. Does it matter which way did I write it?
no.
Doesn't matter, right? You remember the name of that property? I'm just throwing that in there real quick. You remember the name of that property, Grayson? That says I can write it either way, and it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get the same answer.
No.
It's commutative property. All right, so 7 times 5 is equal to what, Grayson?
It's 35.
35, and then I have to add my remainder, which gives me what?
36.
36, my man. And is that 36, is that the same as our dividend? Are these the same numbers?
Yes.
This 36 and that 36. That means our answer is correct. So now we're ready to move back. And let's look at the relationship again. So our answer was 7, remainder 1. For some reason, Mr. Charles already told me that he can make 7 tables. I wonder how Charles knew that. Charles, how did you know that? Real quick, Charles, unmute for me and tell me, how did you know it was 7 before we even did the problem, Charles? We didn't even solve the problem and you told me it was 7. How did you know that, Charles?
Because there was 6 tables, and then there was one more table left. So then you do like 6 plus 1, and then you get 7.
Good job. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tables. Guess what? Look at that 7. And guess what else I have? Remainder 1. Where do you guys think that remainder 1 came from? Where do you think that remainder 1 came from? And we're almost finished. Let's see. Let me see if I can remember. Jamani, where do you think that remainder 1 came from?
I don't think she's there.
Okay.
Janaya?
That's good. This remainder of 1, where do we think this remainder of 1 came from?
Because there was one left.
Bingo. There's 1 right here that's left. We couldn't do anything with it. Great job. Great job. And it says how many tables will be fully set? You guys already told me 7. Great job. I know it was a little long today. Sorry about the length, guys. But